Hi guys! I wanted to talk about a book that I read years ago, and it's called How to Avoid Marrying a Jerk by John Van Epp, PhD. That's it. I don't have the the dust jacket for it, but anyways, I'm going to discuss this book and how significant it is and how wonderful it is, because in part of the book they talk about the RAM. It's the relationship attachment model, and it's page 23. So if you go on that page, you'll see basically there's 5 different aspects. There's know, trust, rely, commit, and touch. And it talks about how you can't have, in order to have a healthy relationship, you have to have equality. It has to be all in balance. You can't have one up here greater than the other. So your relationship can't consist of only touch and things like that. And that's, unfortunately, that's what we have dealt with when it comes to friends with benefits relationships or whatever the case is, where it's all touch, but you never really get to know the person, trust them, rely on them, and commit to them. So uh, I just wanted to bring light to this book because I've read this so many years ago. This one was copyrighted in 2007. And so you can see how many years ago I read this book, and I can't tell you how very poignant it is. It takes a while to really dive into it and read it because there's just so much to take in and so much to learn and so much to highlight and so much to ingest, that it's almost as if you're taking a course in psychology. It's just a fantastic book. So basically, I think it was from this particular book. I've read a lot of books, but I think, and I'm hoping I'm applying it to the correct book. It's basically where when you get to know someone, and even if it's just a friend, and they say, or you call them up and you're like, I really need your help moving, because moving is the biggest pain in the ass in the world. So you say, I need help moving. And they say, okay. And they say, can you be here Sunday at 9 o'clock? Because I'm going to go get the U-Haul at 8. Okay. And they show up later, they cancel. And I had that happen to me one time, and it sucks. So I had to go online, and I had to hire some movers with the truck and whatever the case may be. So rely is one portion of this, and it talks about how you should be able to rely on someone, which builds the trust and which builds so many more, more aspects in here. But I just really, really, really got a lot out of this book. It really hit me. From my past, I had a previous trauma. For if you're just tuning for the first time to my channel, if you've ever suffered from a trauma, whether it's domestic violence or sexual assault or anything like that, it totally destroys everything about who you are. And without therapy, you can go through life not having, it's almost like your vision is off. So when you look, everything is kind of, you're not looking through clear glasses or through clear lenses. So you're kind of you're not really making clear decisions, is what I'm trying to say. But when you go talk to someone, or you get that sorted out and processed, it's important to read books like this because it will help to resonate within you so that you can make good choices regarding relationships, so you can free yourself from being committed to or marrying a jerk. It really is very poignant when it comes to relationships, even relationships with family and friends. you can't, like I said before, I might have said before, but friends with benefits is all about just touch and sexual gratification or whatever. But in a healthy, long-term, committed relationship, all of those aspects balance out. So you know the person, you trust them, you can rely on them, they commit to you, you commit to them, and then there's a level of touch. And one should not be greater than the other. You should you should and it's so silly when someone I used to think it was so silly when someone would say, "Oh, I married my best friend." It's interesting because I recently, last year I met someone. This person I consider to be my absolute best friend, and someone that I go to first when I'm struggling or when I'm happy and when I'm sad. It's the first person I communicate with in the morning and the last person I communicate with at night. So, anyways, I just wanted to plug this book because it is so great. It's so poignant and it made such a difference in my life. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope everyone is having a great day, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye bye.